because they skipped it. But it wouldn't matter, because it wouldn't make sense if you try to pick it up. Because you would get to a spot and you'd be like, what's happening? And you'd have to go further back to figure out what's happening because of what doesn't happen. And the fact that you can try to sit there and write a plot like that...
His excuse for that he thinks of probably the situation was that they were trying to make something that was just a little less dark to try to appease to the audience.
Yeah, because you know what I think happened? I think when they got there, they didn't think there was going to be a sequel manga. Because Tokyo Ghoul Re was a sequel manga. Tokyo Ghoul ended. He announced, about the time it was ending, that he was going to write a sequel manga. Because let me tell you, the ending of it, cryptic as fuck.
But he still said, hey man, you know, it's still pretty good anime, you should watch it.
So you can watch, you know what, you can watch season 1. Season 1's okay. It messes up, because if I'm not mistaken, the very ending of season 1 is when we diverge. Because, essentially, the first season ends with the main character being tortured by somebody. And I'm not sure what happens in season 2 or season 1, but at some point he decides he's going to join the same group that tortured him.
As you do.
Does it happen in the manga?
As you do.
What? That guy just burned my house down and killed my family. Of course I'm gonna work with him.
Giga literally said, Giga made a joke on his Tokyo Ghoul in 5 minutes, where he says, as I'm gonna join the group that's tortured me, and the girl's like, that doesn't make any sense. It probably does in the manga. Randa looked at me right after he said that and says, no, because it doesn't happen. This is before I read the manga. Because yeah, if you watch the anime and you don't read the manga, anime seems like a good idea. If you go read the manga, you'll understand why it's not a good idea. And you shouldn't watch the anime. Honestly,
what if someone only has access to the anime?
I don't know how you'd have access to the anime and not the manga.
Okay, fine.
I would say to you, stop paying attention to the ads on Facebook from when you Google anime stuff and learn to use Google. Because I'm going to basically make the assumption, you know what Crunchyroll is because you saw an ad for it on Facebook and you were like, what's Crunchyroll? And then you were like, I can watch anime on this?
I'm very curious about what Bomb was. How far along was Bomb? I'm not sure what you mean by Bomb. Because you said that, and I basically assumed that everything
Bomb, okay. To basically use another metaphor, so, you know, just in case, you know, we're spoiling Kingdom Hearts Chain of Memories. Because if you don't know what the fuck goes on in this game, it doesn't matter. The game doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. But if you do, back. But, to save from spoilers, to put it in a better way, thing happens, and basically, we try to save everyone from Bomb. But we save no one from Bomb. We don't even save ourselves from Bomb.
Oh.
But in the anime, we apparently don't encounter Bomb. Or at least, Bomb doesn't, you know, just blow up.
Oh no! From what I understand, because I haven't actually finished the second season, because it's just, like, pointless at this point. But from what I understand, the ending situation of the anime is not the ending situation of the manga. It's just a similar situation. But I can tell you right now, because Tokyo Ghoul Re wasn't a thing, we legitimately kill off characters who don't die.
That sounds like some bullshit.
Yeah. Especially if you try to go read the end of the manga and figure out what's happening, and then you want to know why X person isn't dead. Because you know what happened. You want to know how bad the second season is? Full Metal Alchemist. Imagine trying to pick up the manga from the back end of Fullmetal Alchemist, assuming everything that happened is true.
Huh?
The difference being that Fullmetal Alchemist is still good.
And then this is where someone sits there and they're like, the fuck? The fuck? The fuck?
But anybody, and you know what? You know what? I can get behind anybody who wants to sit there and say, well, you know what? Tokyo Ghoul anime was still good. Okay, fine. But go read the manga and tell me Brotherhood isn't still better.
Oh, Brotherhood.
Yeah, I love when in something
So
darkness is represented
Because
by.
and I'm not
a
saying
dark-
that every anime needs to follow the manga like it's the fucking Bible, because that's not true. But you know what? When you're trying to make an adaptation to a plot,
I don't
you
understand
cannot.
why you literally turned the plot upside down when you had material.
Yeah, you know what happened? They ran out in 12 episodes. They sped through 60 chapters because the exciting stuff happened 60 chapters in. The manga was only just past 60 chapters, and so then they had to make up the rest. And by the time they finished making up the rest, the manga was finishing. Because the manga was like 140 chapters.
This sounds bad.
I don't know how to explain it any better because...
I mean, like I told you before, there was animes that I literally looked at and I said no. Because I told you, what did I say when I saw Attack on Titan? I said, no. Don't do that. Don't watch that. No. Don't do that. That looks bad. That looks dangerous. Those are one of those things that everybody's going to be like, oh my god, this is the best anime ever. Then we're going to watch it and it's going to be shit.
What was the thing Rurouni Kenshin did?
It decided to keep going after it finishes manga.
Yeah, that was it.
But the difference with Rurouni Kenshin, which is why people will basically say Rurouni Kenshin is great, but when you get to the end of the manga, stop. Because basically they just added filler at the end to say, oh, well, we're making money, so let's keep making money.
And it turns out the guy that made that series was a horrible pedophile.
Well, he's writing another chapter. He's writing another arc in the manga.
How is he still have a job after being outed as a pedophile? I don't know. In America, he would have been kicked out immediately.
No, anybody who ever sits there and asks me, hey, should I read or watch Tokyo Ghoul? Don't watch it. Go read it.
What if they can't read?
How are they gonna watch the anime?
You can watch it dubbed.
Well, you just don't experience Tokyo Ghoul.
But the dub was good!
Except that it was attached to the anime.
Dubs are the only way to experience anime, and if anyone questions this statement, I say ghost stories. You can't argue against it.
No. That is the exact opposite reason of why dubs are good.
But the original
That's the reason why you don't watch dubs.
But
that's why Ghost Stories is a meme.
But the original Ghost Stories wasn't even good to begin with.
Exactly. It took us making fun of it to be a meme.
Finally. Got that 8.
After 8,000 years.
And I've watched way too many dubs. Where
Maybe that's why the card has an 8 on it, because it takes 8 hours to get one.
And I've watched way too many dubs to sit here and sit like for example, I literally linked my friend the scene where Strawheim tries to fight cars in English and Japanese. And I said, Brett, what's wrong with this? Why don't I like it? And then he sat there and said, oh, it's simple. The Japanese voice actor is more enthusiastic about the character, and the English voice actor is absolutely dead. And I'm like, ah, there it is.
The JoJo dub is great, partially because of how they have to dance around all the copyright infringement.
No, filthy acts done at a reasonable price.
That's one of the best things ever.
To be fair, that was technically the manga because that part, we
They
haven't
changed
gotten-
dirty deeds done dirt cheap to filthy acts.
Shiny diamond!
I wonder if after the part 3 anime ends, which will be kind of soon-ish, will they just jump straight into dubbing the part 4 anime, or we're gonna take a break?
They've already
from
dubbed
this?
it. They've already dubbed it.
Oh, so I wonder if they'll start showing it.
You can already buy it dubbed. There's no reason for them not to show the dub unless they just want to take a break for some reason.
Get our queen!
And I'm pretty sure they wouldn't because JoJo is JoJo, so it's making money. Plus, I think a lot of people just like watching JoJo dubbed purely to see, again, avoiding all the copyright infringement. I wonder when Part 5 is getting an anime.
Oh my god!
I will admit, old Joseph is the only thing that I think is better in the Japanese version, but that is purely for the oh my god memes.
No, Brian. Anybody who looks at you and says the anime is good has not read the manga. Prove it.
But what if they have?
I get to meet anybody who has said anything as such. And basically, I discredit anybody who says anything against such. Because it's just bad. Because, I mean, I sit there and I'm like, you know, Fullmetal Alchemist is Fullmetal Alchemist. And, you know, I'm never going to sit there and tell you that Brotherhood is, you know, not better in every conceivable way.
It's a damn good anime.
I swear I want
And I enjoy,
one person that was wrong.
I enjoy regular Fullmetal Alchemist.
I swear I saw.
But you know what the difference with that is? Do you know who wrote that last arc? She did.
Oh yeah.
She wrote the end of the anime. Do you know what the difference with this is? When somebody sits there and says, "Oh, well, I'll just write the end of the anime." You can't do that. You can't sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm just gonna write this for this guy." Also, this boss in the regular version is dumb as hell.
It looks like it's dumb as hell here.
It's not that good. I mean, it's better.
He's just standing there.
Because I used the Mickey card.
I'm just referring to the logic of this. Why? Why did he just stand there? Well, he made platforms that can reach my face. I'll use them fighting this now. Also, why are you fighting this asshole again?
Because it's the odds.
Because memories.
I imagine if Sora remembered something wrong, would like the world have been different.
I mean, that's literally the plot of Riku's story.
Yeah. Yes.
Because whenever Riku goes in, all you do is fight bosses. And then you get to Zexion in this world, and he tells you the reason you keep seeing bosses is that all you remember is the dark ones.
Darkness. So what the hell's after this world? How long is Castle of Liberty?
It's 2 rooms, 2 bosses,
Okay, good.
and then you fight final boss.
Oh, what are those 2 bosses?
You fight. Like I said, you will fight every organization member twice,
I can't
even
remember
if it's
which
back to back.
I can't remember
So
which
in the
one
first
we-
room, you fight Axel, and then in the second room, you fight Marluxia.
I can't remember
And then
which ones
after
we
you beat
fought yet.
Marluxia hightails it through a door, and they tell you, Marluxia's through that door. You have to go fight him again, Sora. You go through the door, and you fight Marluxia again.
How long have we been going?
And then on,
Almost
and then in this
God
version,
damn.
and then in this version, you fight Marluxia a 3rd time. But it's really just a 2-phase boss.
Good night.
Can you hear me?
Ah, fuck, it's almost over. Then we get back to the
Oh no,
good.
there's still 5 bosses left.
I said it's almost over.
Because we gotta go fight the double take of Riku and then Maxine.
Excuse me, while I take a power nap.
So when
Then
I
we
made
can get back to the
so
good
in the Game
Kingdom
Boy
Hearts
in the Game
games.
Boy Advance version, I got stuck on the Riku boss after this Destiny Islands.
Just to see you.
Took me forever to beat him. I
Why?
finally beat Riku.
Riku is a dick, Carson.
And I see Riku on the ground. So I run up to Riku, there's a cutscene, and then Larxene shows up. Larxene kicks my ass. I have to then kill Riku again.
Yeah.
This is the most blatant signs of padding. Holy fuck.
What you mean, man?
What
The
do you mean? It's
story.
actually
There's
plot.
exposition here.
Not the scene, what you just said about the fact that like the Ians just refight and Riku are just front loaded in
mean,
together.
man? Lark
So
Scene
far to
can't
the
just
block,
stand
man.
there and let her coup die. She's a part of the coup.
Oh no, she just comes and be the bitch and then beat you up.
So you mean what she's been doing?
Yeah.
Little blonde-haired bitch.
It's my headcanon that she really doesn't care about any of this. She just likes being a cunt.
But no.
Nominate, no!
No, no, I am strongly against the Tokyo Ghoul anime.
I don't exist
On my list of experiments, I need to sit someone down with me.
anywhere.
And we're gonna watch it,
What?
and then I'm gonna sit them down and have them read the manga.
What's gotten into you?
Just
Are we
prove the
inseparable?
point.
Always together?
Anime's not that bad.
Hey, if you read the manga, go read the manga. Come back to
I
me.
came here so I'd never lose you again.
Was it really?
I want to say
You wanted to see
Because I'm not gonna.
I
sit
want to say the anime's not that bad out of spite, but the anime is kind of bad. I want to know how the manga improves this because from the anime, like,
Look,
do we have a good cast of main characters if I'm rooting for the villains?
You have
And that was before the anime went on its own thing. That was within the first 12 episodes. Our main characters seem like a bunch of dumb fucks.
Well, I mean, the very first 60 chapters or so
think so.
is more of a drama than, you know,
Just
an
one
action
more
thing.
time.
Has some action sprinkled in there,
Even
and then it kind of shifts later on.
and just becomes
Call
a.
out to that
What's
piece
the
of
name for
armor.
shonen, but it's like more violent and horror based?
I don't know. I don't think there's a name for it.
I feel like there is because that's what
And
Berserk does.
I don't. You know, it isn't. People call it shonen, but it doesn't really fall into the same genre as most shonen.
that's an easy one.
Well, what would you exactly define as? No, I was going to say, how would you like define a show falling into?
I don't know. The Tokyo Ghoul manga is like the 145 chapters of the Tokyo Ghoul manga are absolutely amazing.
Because the thing is, we have
Because everything that is done is carefully crafted into the story from beginning till end. And there are things that he does in Re where I sit there and I can only assume that I do not think he planned out the entirety of the plot all at once. No, but
Random fire card.
I do think he sat down and said, "I want this to happen at some point," and then it happens.
Ow.
But getting there is probably the surprise for him.
God damn it, game. Why?
God damn, how did I get up there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, why can't you get up there?
It's time for the question of the day and my overall thoughts on the topic. So anyway, what did you guys think of the dark side fight? Personally, I don't think the fight is that challenging. Even in the original Chain of Memories, Darkseid did not really have a lot of HP or hit that hard. And that pretty much seems to be true in this version of the game as well. But anyway, I would really love to know what you guys think. You can leave your thoughts, opinions, and answers in the comments below, or you can leave them on social media. All my social media links are in the video description. Now, as always, I need to be a shill for a minute. If you liked my video, please hit the like button and leave some comments. If you're new to my channel and want to see more of my videos, please hit the subscription button and subscribe. If you're already subscribed, please ring the bell next to the subscription button. That gives you the proper notifications of whenever I upload a new video. Also, don't forget to follow me on social media. Doing all of these things really helps out the channel and it really helps our communities grow. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you guys next time.